Did Young Thug just throw major shade at rap boy Gunna in his latest single?
Money on money, these millions you did.
Fans are freaking out and going bananas over one line that might have exposed everything. Is Thug finally addressing the snitching rumors, or is it all just clever wordplay? With all eyes on this potential diss, the internet is going wild trying to decode it. You won't believe what he said or who he didn't say it to. Stick around because we're breaking down the line that got everybody asking. Did Thug just call Gunna a rat? Yes. Let's take it back a little bit. Young Thug and Gunna weren't just collaborators, they were like brothers. Gunna was introduced to Thugger through a mutual friend in 2015 named King Troop, who's a respected figure in Atlanta's community who's close to Young Thug. Troop saw potential in Gunna and believed he could thrive under Thug's wing. After Troop's tragic death, Thug stayed connected to the people he introduced him to, especially Gunna. Impressed by Gunna's laid-back flow and songwriting ability, Thugger began mentoring him. Gunna was featured on Thug's song Floyd Mayweather in 2016, also featuring Travis Scott and Gucci Mane. This was a major moment that introduced Gunna to a wider audience. Together they built YSL into a major force in Atlanta hip-hop. But everything changed in 2022 when both rappers were indicted in a sweeping RICO case against YSL.
I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes. I come from nothing and I've made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry.
While Thug stayed in jail fighting the charges, rap boy Gunna took a plea deal leading to his release.
Thug is back in court for the RICO case against him. Now this all comes less than 24 hours after Gunna entered a plea deal for his release from jail. Young Thug and Gunna are two of 28 defendants charged in this RICO case. All 28 members of the Young Slime Life record label, which prosecutors are accusing of having a connection to street gang activity. Motion hearings for Young Thug and other YSL members happening right now. Our team is there. We will be sure to bring you the very latest online and here on air. Here is a look at the moments Atlanta-born rapper Gunna walked out of the Fulton County Jail late yesterday afternoon. The rapper, whose real name is Sergio Kitchens, made a deal with prosecutors to make this all happen. Now Gunna will not have to stand trial early next year with rapper Young Thug and the more than 24 other defendants who prosecutors say were part of a racketeering conspiracy. And despite Gunna releasing a statement saying otherwise, documents from his plea deal show if called to testify when his co-defendants head to trial, the rapper would have to take the stand.
Now Gunna has insisted that he didn't snitch, even though it was caught on video.
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a game, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the game.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the game to the detriment of my community. YSL as a game must end. Is that your statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
In Gunna's court appearance Wednesday,
He claimed multiple times that he never testified against Thug or anyone else in YSL. Once that rat label gets attached, it's impossible to shake off.
It's been a long time. You always did have your father's eyes.
I don't understand.
Don't be afraid. All will be made clear.
This is crazy.
Some civilian fans stayed by Gunna, saying he did what he had to do. Others called him out, and through all this, Thug remained mostly silent. Until now, with this new single, fans think that he's finally speaking out. If you think this is the end to this story, I assure you, we are just getting started. So what exactly did Thug say? Let's break down the lyrics line by line. On Thug's most recent release, Money on Money, featuring Future, Thug drops several lines throughout, most likely referring to Rap Boy Gunna. In a line in the hook, Thug says, "These off ninjas telling for nothing, and I gotta be the one calling them friend." Other bars in the song go like this: "Brunt turned cop, new body, huh? Twin, you a rat, you smoked, huh? Shoot him in the head, you the goat, huh? Could've went fed, you broke, huh?"
Brunt turned cop, new body. Twin, you rat, you smoke. Shoot him in the head, you the goat. Could've went fed, went broke.
Now Thugger doesn't name names, but the timing, the cold tone, and the word rat have fans assuming that it's about Gunna, which it is. Especially because the word rat is common, because that means that someone who's cooperating with authorities, and that was Gunna. He cooperated with authorities. It's on video. But this was not an all-out diss track. This was more like a couple of warning shots. Just enough to stir the pot and let people know where Thug stands. Is he saying that Gunna is dead to him? Probably. Is he firing up fans that turned on Gunna? Most definitely. But could it be general talk about disloyalty? Probably not. But that's what makes it so intriguing. We gotta interpret these lyrics, and we already know what it means if you're not a dumbass. Now, before I get into these next important aspects that will help you understand the drama, make sure you hit that subscribe button so I can keep you updated what's going on in the world of hip-hop content, and hip-hop news. Also, don't forget, I got $500 if this video gets to 50,000 views. Somebody in the comments, when you comment about this video, somebody's gonna win $500. So make sure you like, share, comment, and you subscribe. You also have to be a subscriber to win this $500.
My brother, twin, you a pack. Ran through sex.
After this Thugger song dropped, the whole internet lit up. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everybody had an opinion.
The first person to cop a plea deal was Gunna. I spoke to Gunna's lawyer.
That's what they do. It's a cat and mouse game to the jury. They wanted him to cop out first. They would want Gunna to say something for anybody. Because when you look at the case, and it's like a team. If you look at Thugger, it's Michael Jordan. Who the fuck is Scottie Pippen when you talk about the team? Gunna.
Well, Young Thug is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and who the fuck is Scottie Pippen?
Gunna.
Gunna.
Right.
So if Scottie Pippen say it's a game, what the fuck Michael Jordan say it's not? What the fuck? Why you think they gonna get Scottie Pippen first? They ain't gonna get B.J. Armstrong or Will Purdue. They won't get somebody believable. Who scored the most points with you? Who on the album covers with you? That's what they'll post on the thing, the album cover. All them niggas ain't on them album covers. It's you and him. You're saying it's a game. You're saying that wasn't for you in that car. Who it was for? If Jeffrey was in the car, the fucking stern wheel? The glove compartment? This is a game. They wanted him to sink the ship. You gotta understand this. That's the games they played. They ain't have shit on them people like that. If it's 65 charges and you end up with 8, if they wouldn't have said nothing, how many he would have had? Wake up and smell a coffin, man. Niggas rats. Certified.
Let's not forget, ever since Gunna made that plea and he's free, his music has been doing great. He's been doing tours, been doing shows, and making a whole lot of money. However, he hasn't talked a lot about this beef between him and Thugger. Since the whole Rico case, Thugger has been freed. He's not doing any jail time. So was this a whole ploy really though? I mean, we've seen fake beefs before, just so artists can stream better. So what do you think? Is this all a ploy just to make more money, or does Thugger not really care at all at this point because he's free? Let me know in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and watch one of these new videos I got for you here.